Red Sparkle is the new CD of my trio, and this kind of ties in with your first question about first instrument and how you got started. My first drum set was Red Sparkle, a Slingerland drum set, Red Sparkle, and you got to understand, from the time I was a kid, my parents, wanted me to play a musical instrument, so they made me wait on the drums. So I got this little, I guess it was Montgomery Ward's or Sears. They bought this little toy drum set, and I would clean it and polish it, and had paper, kind of like paper heads, and I wanted to prove to them I was serious, so I didn't break the heads, and really took care of the drums. Well, okay, after I won my first snare drum contest, then my teacher said, okay, he gets to have a drum set now. We can continue with this. So Hood Music on Main Street, across from Elizabeth Parker's restaurant. They had a Red Sparkle Slingerland set for $462, and they threw in a 22-inch cymbal because it was too big for the rock and roll guys. They didn't want to play it. And I'm going to throw in these Gene Krupa model red rib brushes because nobody plays brushes anymore. 1964, 65. And those were my first pair of brushes, and I thought, okay. My mom always said, if somebody gives you something, don't throw it in the closet. Utilize it. It's a gift. So I just started playing around with the brushes, and that's really when I started getting into the brushes then, on the Red Sparkle drum set, bass drum. So the Red Sparkle drum set up at the house, and I remember sitting on the floor in my room just staring at the drums, and it was like there was some magic that was going to come out of these things. And I'd wanted these things for so many years. It was like, okay, now I've got, and I just would stare at it, just sit and be at one, with the drum set. And every time I'd feel like, oh, I don't want to practice, or later on, maybe I shouldn't play, I don't feel like playing this gig, and I'm just tired, and I think, that Red Sparkle drum set, there was magic in that thing. You used to sit on the floor. So it just sort of became Red Sparkle moments in my life when that Red Sparkle set would kind of go, hey, you get to play these drums, you don't have to play them, you get to play them. So all these musical highlights became Red Sparkle moments for me, and it goes back to that joy that we all have of playing a note on the piano, when you're 3 years old or whatever, and you go, hey, that was incredible, I'm going to do that, and a big smile goes across your face, I want to do that again. And I think we as musicians can't lose that joy that we get the first time that we play that instrument. And that's the Red Sparkle moment for me, is every time I get to sit down and play the drums, it's Red Sparkle. So, in fact, I wrote a tune called Red Sparkle with some rudimental snare drumming in it, interspersed with the rest of the tune, to reflect back on being an 8-year-old practicing rudiments in the bedroom with the Red Sparkle drums. The trio has done, this edition of the trio has been together for 10 years. We're in our 10th year, and we've done 3 CDs together. And each CD documents where you are as a group. And this one is a little different. This CD is different because in the other two, I turned the arranging talents of Tamir Hendelman on piano and Christoph Luty on bass into those CDs because they wanted to do a lot of writing. And Tamir is a composition major at Eastman, and they're both really good arrangers and composers. And I liked what they did. So the focus on the others was more based on their writing. And for some reason, I got inspired on this CD, and I wrote, I think, 3 tunes on this CD, and co-wrote one with Tamir Hendelman. And so that's a little different than the other 2 CDs, but we're all happy with it. We recorded it in one room, no headphones, and knocked it out in a day, and like we're playing a gig, So that's what they captured in the studio. So I'm really pleased with this CD, and you play with a group for 10 years, and you're going to have some stuff together that you don't even realize, and people come up and point out to you that you did, and you go, oh yeah, I guess we do that, because it's like a relationship. If you're in it for a long time, and you just sort of not take it for granted, but you're not as aware of all the things that other people see, and so it's nice to have those good qualities pointed out from people who listen to the trio, and yeah, we're looking forward to the release date coming up in a couple of weeks, and I was able to get some pre-release copies for the ship, but yeah, it's an exciting time for us with the new CD.